everyone, it's Ashley, and today I am bringing you my 7 in 7 readathon announcement video slash TBR slash hey, I got my hair cut and haven't been on booktube in a really long time, hi video. Basically all those things in one. So as much as I'm loving my new hair, like having fringe is like, it's just like, what do I just, yep. So here is the basic information you need to know about the 7 in 7 readathon, all of the like important info. It will be taking place from August 14th to August 20th. It starts at midnight wherever you live, so it doesn't matter where in the world you are. When the clock strikes midnight on August 14th, you start the readathon and it ends at 11:59:59 on August 20th wherever you live. I personally live in Eastern Standard Time. For those of you who don't know, that's when I'll be starting the readathon. For those of you who don't know, this readathon was actually started by Frankie from Instead of Gold. I will leave her channel linked down below. I have loved doing this. I love Frankie for starting it. And this year Frankie can't host it herself. And last year she also couldn't host it herself, so I took it upon myself to host it last year, and I'm taking it upon myself to host it this year because I really love this readathon. The readathon is also super self-explanatory. It's literally just trying to read 7 things in 7 days. When I say 7 things in 7 days, I literally mean 7 things in 7 days. You could read a newspaper and I count that. You could read a magazine and I count that. You could read a short story collection, I count that. You could read a short story, I count that. You could read a play, you could read a comic, you could read a graphic novel, you could read a textbook. It doesn't matter, it counts. Everything counts. Pick something, it counts. This readathon is honestly so relaxed, which is one of the main reasons that I like it so much. Okay, now it's time to announce the co-hosts. I'm really excited about the co-hosts this year. I'm honestly just excited about the co-hosts every year. I love hosting readathons. I'm really excited about this. I have some new faces coming to the readathon this year, and I also have some people who've done the readathon along with me for many years now. So without further ado, the co-hosts this year are Lala from Books and Lala, Riley from Riley Marie, Lyndsay from Lyndsay Reads, Marlin from Tall Tales, or you might know her from previously being Marlin Alina, and depending on their schedules, you might see Dana from The Book Hoarder and Susie from Read Susie Read. I will leave all 6 of those lovely ladies linked down below for you guys. I will link their YouTube channels as well as their Twitters and their Instagrams because they are all people that you should be following on all the social media platforms. They are wonderful, especially Lala's Instagram. Just please, if you do nothing else after watching this video, just check out Lala's Instagram account because she is actually Instagram goals. I just can't. Her and Max from Well Done Books, I see their Instagrams and I'm just like, how in the world do you function as a person? Because I can't. You're so great. Anyways, just, yes. I will actually also leave Max's Instagram. He has nothing to do with this readathon at all, but I will leave his Instagram link down below as well because I mentioned it because it's so amazing. Just, yes. I don't have a set Twitter sprint schedule for you guys yet, but when I do, I will leave the link to that Twitter post down below once I post it on Twitter. I will also leave the 7 in 7 readathon Twitter linked down below for you guys because we will be running sprints all week throughout the readathon. All 7 of us, there's 6 of them and 1 of me, there's 7 of us total. Math, Ashley. Math. So yes, I will leave the 7 in 7 readathon link down below for you guys because we will be running sprints on that readathon account all week. I'm so excited about this. Oh, I will be running a sprint at midnight Eastern Standard Time on the 14th for 1 hour. I work at 7 o'clock in the morning the next day, so I can't go later than 1 o'clock in the morning, but I will be going from midnight to 1 o'clock in the morning on the 14th for you guys to start off the readathon for you. If you don't live in Eastern Standard Time and you still want to participate in that sprint, I don't see why not. Like, who cares? Rules were meant to be broken. I am a Gryffindor, for those of you who don't know. Okay, so I think that is all the readathon information you need. To recap, the readathon is from August 14th to August 20th. It starts at midnight your time and ends at midnight your time on those respective dates. The 6 other people who are co-hosting with me will all be linked down below for you guys, and the whole point of the readathon is just to read 7 things in 7 days, and we will be sprinting on the 7 in 7 Twitter account throughout those 7 days, the whole week. That's pretty much all you need to know. All that info will also be linked down below for you guys, and without further ado, here is my 7 in 7 readathon TBR. Okay, so I am currently filming this on the 6th of August, which means that the readathon isn't for math. 8 more days? Is that math? 8 plus 6? No, that's not math. Yes? Yes, that's math. Okay, so yes, the readathon isn't for 8 more days, which means that I don't really know what I'm going to read in the next 8 days because I'm not really big on like planning my reading. I'm like really bad at that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you a whole bunch of things that I really want to read in the next little while, and chances are that the 7 things I'll read during that week will be in this pile, but also the pile that I'm about to show you is a lot more than 7 things. So I'm not going to describe everything for you, I'm just going to kind of show it to you, and I will also leave Goodreads links for all of these things down below for you. Let's do this. Okay, so the first thing I want to show you guys is the first 3 issues in Misfit City. This series is from the writer and creator of 10 Things I Hate About You and Legally Blonde. And I'm just so excited. I'm just really excited about it. So anyways, there's only 3 issues currently out, and I've kind of accumulated them without reading them yet. I normally don't count reading a single issue as reading a thing. That does not mean you can't. If you want to read a single comic issue and count it as one of your 7 things, I'm totally on board with that. I totally count it. But I normally don't count any of the comic issues that I read as read on Goodreads until I've read the entire graphic novel collection, and then I count that as a book read. So I believe the entire graphic novel collection of Misfit City will end up being the first 6. So I want to read the first 3, but it's not necessarily going to count as one of the 7 things that I read during the readathon. But I wanted to show you anyways because I will probably be reading this during the readathon if I don't get to it in the next few days. Next, I also have 3 more comic issues I want to get to during the readathon, and that is the next 3 sagas. So saga 43, 44, and 45. Again, saga is always 6 issues accumulated in one graphic novel, but all of those issues aren't out yet, and I've been trying to save these until I had all 6, but like I don't think I'm going to be able to do that. Also, if you haven't started reading saga yet, please do. It's really good. Highly recommend. Couldn't recommend highly enough. Next, I have the first 3 Spider-Gwen graphic novel compilations. I have actually read the first Spider-Gwen compilation once before. I read it as like single issues when they were being released, but now I want to read the rest in the series, and before I do that, I really want to do a reread of the first one. So I'm going to read Spider-Gwen number 1, Spider-Gwen 2, and Spider-Gwen 3. Words. Next, I want to read Spider-Man and Deadpool, Isn't It Bromantic? This is a new series from Marvel where like Spider-Man and Deadpool like team up, and I just, I'm so excited about it. I feel like it's going to be both like witty and hilarious because Deadpool is like very like brutal funny, like kind of like uncensored funny, and Spider-Man is just like quippy and witty funny, and I feel like the 2 of them together is going to be like so amazing. I'm very excited about it. The title itself already makes me excited about it, so yes. Next, I have 2 more graphic novels that I want to try to get to before the end of the month. They are both continuations of series that I've been reading for a while. The first is the 3rd in the Sex Criminals series, and it is called 3 the Hard Way. Not going to explain that. Just very excited about this series. If you don't know what this series is about, it is about 2 people who stop time when they orgasm, and they decide to rob banks after they orgasm and stop time in order to save a library. Super adult content, very funny and amazing though. And next is the 5th in the Wicked and the Divine series. This is a series about gods who come back to life every 90 years as teenagers who turn into like pop stars, which is basically what we idolize as gods in our day and age. It's really good. I like it a lot, and this one looks like it's going to have like a lot of really like intense information in it because the whole first issue is actually like written in like novel format. Very excited about this. Then I have 1 manga that I want to try to get to before the end of the month, and that is the first volume in the Death Note series. I have never read this, I've never watched the show, and I've heard really good things about it, and I really want to get invested in this world. And also I feel like this will be a very quick read, both because it's short, like short in terms of like the written content in it, and also because I've heard from people that it's like addictive. And last but not least, I have 3 novels that I want to try to get to during the readathon or before the readathon, and the first of that is Uprooted by Naomi Novak. I've heard nothing but good things about this. Apparently it's like a fairy tale-y fantasy novel. Very excited about it. One of my coworkers / best friends at the bookstore I work at told me that this is like a very compulsively readable book, and I've been looking for compulsively readable books lately, so yes, please. Then we have Down Among the Sticks and Bones by Shauna McGuire. I've had this for so long, still haven't read it. So short. I loved Every Heart a Doorway. I don't know why I haven't read this yet. I need to get on it. And last but not least, I want to try to get to The Neverending Story by Michael Ond. This is one of my favorite movies of all time, but I've never read the book, and I'm currently hosting a book club in real life with a bunch of my friends, and this was the book that got chosen for next month, so I have to read it by the end of August anyways, and I really would love to do this during the readathon because I feel like it's going to be one of those books that I'm going to like become addicted to once I start it. Okay, so that is my 7 and 7 readathon TBR. Ooh, also, I will be vlogging throughout the 7 and 7 readathon. I miss vlogging so much. I used to vlog so often, and it's been so long since I've vlogged, and I really miss it, and I feel like this is the perfect way for me to get back into vlogging. So you can also look forward to 7 and 7 readathon vlogs. They might be boring because my life is a little boring, but I promise that they will exist. Okay, so that is it. If you guys are planning on participating in the 7 and 7 readathon, make sure to let me know. Also, if you post a TBR anywhere, whether it be a YouTube video or an Instagram post, a blog post, a tweet, I don't really care, but if you do post a TBR anywhere, make sure to let me know that it exists. Link it down below, or like tag me in it in some way. Just let me know because I really want to know what everyone is planning on reading throughout the readathon. And other than that, I will see you guys soon with another video. Happy reading. Bye!